All right, hello everybody. Welcome. I'm trying to make sure that this is all set correctly and that you can see everything. Welcome. Welcome, Robin and Alicia and Kathleen, a couple of first timers checking in the chat. Welcome to Take 10. This is our weekly art playdate where we just kind of play with supplies and play with techniques and have a good time, and we don't worry about the final product. We just go for it. So today you can see that we are playing with acrylic paint. I have a wide variety here from Target that we are going to play with, and then we're playing with washi tape because the title this week is Tape It Off, and I'm going to try a technique I've done before, but I want to try it in layers. So we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm going to have to use my heat tool today to get this done, or at least get a good start of it within 10 minutes. So forgive me in advance for the heat tool that I'll have to go up. Hi, Carol. Hi, Elena. It's awesome to see you guys. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to set my Echo Dot for a timer so that I don't lose track of time. Hey, Jessa. Jessa, you should know I just went and bought memory planning stuff. So just a side note, Jessa is an enabler. So she's convinced me to try memory planning. It didn't really take that much convincing, but she did it. So it's on its way right now. All right, let's do this. So Alexa, will you please set a timer for 10 minutes? She never does it the first time, you guys. She never does it. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Darlene. All right, Alexa, please set a timer for 10 minutes. Guys, she's not doing it. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, she totally didn't use it when I said, or didn't do it when I said please, and when I was a little more forceful, then she was all about it. Okay, so what we're doing is marking off our paper with some washi tape, and I am trying to mark off some of the stick of the washi tape in advance. I know, you guys, I'm sorry if I set your Echo Dots for like 14 different timers just now. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 pieces of tape each layer. And here's kind of what I was thinking. So I'm gonna add, I have mine in order from light yellow to a dark red. Hey, Amy. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Amanda. Indiana. Okay, from like a light yellow to a dark red. And my idea was that I just kind of wanted to, yes, layer over the tape, layer some of these, and then dry the first layer, if that makes sense, and then come in with a darker layer each time. Now that's a lot of acrylic paint if I actually get through all of it. So I'm not sure that that's how it will end. And I'm not sure, I don't think I'm going to do like a solid layer on each part, if that makes sense. Hey, Barbara, what's up? All right. So yeah, I'm going to see, I just want to see how the layers could work and what the effect might be. I was thinking about trying this with watercolor, but I thought the colors mixing might end up being super muddy, so I wasn't all about the muddiness. So we're just gonna see how we do here. Okay, so that's gonna be the first layer. I tried to close it with my washi tape. Lovely. And then, hey, Kathleen, I'm just gonna try to hit this. I probably put that on a little thick in some spots, so I'm sorry about the noise with the air dryer here, but I'm gonna try to hit this and let it dry some, and then we're gonna come back and add another layer of washi in different spots. And this is one of those times it's like a spatial reasoning challenge for me. In my head, I definitely see this working out super cool, but I'm not totally sure about the right order of events, if that makes sense. So that's definitely why something like this is great for a Take 10 time, because you get to try something new out. Okay. It's not dry. You'll know it's not dry. I'm just trying. How are y'all doing today? It's kind of gray up here in Northern Virginia. But we're surviving. I'm so glad it's Thursday because that means it's almost Friday. And man, long week. Long week here. But I am excited about my new Happy Planner order because I didn't have enough Happy Planner stuff. So, of course, I needed some more. Okay, I'm going to add 3 more layers. Let's see what happens. Oops, I forgot to take it. So, usually I like to do this on the side. Take off a little bit of the stick, if you know what I mean. So it's not as harsh when it's pulling up. And let's do Still Smoky, I'm sure. Kathleen, I've been praying for you guys. And I was just reading some more articles about it. Okay, let's go with the next, all those fires, craziness. Let's go with the next layer. And, oh, I need a paper towel. Sorry guys, this one might be a little bit more than 10 minutes. I apologize. But I had it in my head what I wanted to do. And I was pretty excited about it. Does anyone else find with your handmade modern paints that there's some inconsistency? Like, so my first yellow that I just did was pretty darn thick. And this one, I know my brush was wet. So yes, I know that had a difference, but this one feels much thinner. Have you guys had that experience? I know we're not talking like an artist quality paint here, so you know you're gonna get what you pay for, but I like the colors. But has anyone had that experience where they're different thicknesses? Yeah, that's what I thought, Barbara. I wonder if it's a color mix thing or if it is, you know, just an inconsistent in the manufacturing, or if it has to do with the colors that it's in. Oh, Amy, I'm glad it's clearing out in Oregon some for you guys. The air quality, I know, has been, not just the fires, but then just, you're talking overall air quality, just has been terrible. Yeah, see, I wish they were all a little bit thinner, personally, because if I wanted heavy acrylic, I would just go buy some heavy body acrylic, I feel like. So Barbara, I'm sure, y'all, Barbara is an amazing artist, so you should check her out. Okay, now I'm adding more layers. And we're just gonna kind of see how these are gonna build up. Just gonna start getting a little tricky. Okay, orange. Looking pretty thin, not so bad. Okay, let's play with some orange. So yeah, what do y'all think? In my head, I was like, I feel like this could work with watercolor, but then I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how the watercolors, I mean, I think you'd really have to let it dry, and I also think it would have to be on watercolor paper, because this mixed media type paper that's in here, again, this is just a cheapo journal from Tuesday morning. I know, Jess, it's all about you, friend. Oh my goodness, Jessa, I did a spread, I think it's in an upcoming video. It has got like orange out the wazoo, and I just thought of you immediately. So I don't know that this would work with watercolor. I know, me too. Me too, Peggy. I wish I could see the finished product right now. Let's dry this. I think it's gonna be cool. That's what I was thinking too, Barbara. I think it would get pretty muddy. I was also wondering how it might look to do watercolor, like a watercolor wash, and do some lines, do some, and then do acrylic paint. Definitely like the full mixed media feel, I think would be pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna add more tape. We're just gonna, y'all know I'm not being super careful with the tape, so we'll see how this ends up. And it's going to be a lot of lines. My thought was that this could end up being a pretty cool background. But like I said, it's one of those things that it makes sense in my head and I just don't know what it's going to look like. Have you guys ever had like, that's why I do this playing time, because now I'm not having to worry about quote unquote ruining an art journal page. Red is not a color I opt for very often. Technically this one is called blood orange. So talk about autumn. Look at the autumn colors in here. This would also be so pretty to do. So if you were doing layers, this is, again, taping it off, building layers as you go, which I think is the interesting take on it. Can you imagine if you did fall leaves, like cutouts of fall leaves as masks, a masking technique on here, and then you were building the fall leaves in all of these different colors? So that would be super, super cool. Yeah, like abstract stained glass. Kind of like, I'm hoping it might end up looking a little bit like marble stained glass. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just hitting it a little bit with a heat gun in between to kind of dry the layers. I'm hoping that they're dry enough. I mean, we're under a time limit. If I were just hanging out, I'd probably let it dry a little bit more. Although it's not like I have a ton of time to just hang out these days. Y'all know, kids in school, that school happens to be in my basement right now, so it's interesting for sure. Okay, I'm wondering if we're gonna be able to get through all the colors. Oh, and then she goes off. Alexa, stop. Okay, I just want to switch to, I'm gonna do the ladybug red as my last color because I wanted one that was a little bit more red. I also think it would be really nice to mix in some brown as far as some fall colors and not do it solid, but just some here and there. Actually, I'm going to do one other big. Let's see. All right, let's add a little bit of the ladybug red. See what we end up with. I'm going over my time. I'm sorry. Sorry for you guys. Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag. Okay. And I'm just blending a little. I'm going to be real light-handed. That's because that is some red. That is not subtle, you might say. Okay. So now the trick will be removing these in an order that doesn't mess them all up. So let's just see. It's just like pulling tape off of walls that you're painting. You want to pull it in a direct manner so you get a clean line, like nice and slow. I want the lines. Oh, I gunked a little bit there. Gunked, is that a word? Is that a verb? Can I gunk? Hi, Anne-Marie. How's it going? Okay, so it's cool because the lines kind of appear and disappear. Let's try this one. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting background. Whoa. That one's cool. That bright yellow popping up. Love it. Look at that. Sorry, I'm loving it. This would definitely be a fun technique to play with. And then, like I've said so many times before, if you're playing with something in your, play journal like I have, and then you like it, then pull it out of there, cut it up, use it for something else. It doesn't have to live in your play journal just because that's where it was. This is one of the first ones, so you have that white popping in. Look at that, you guys. It's so fun. I mean, and you could do, you know, I just thought it was interesting, the layers. So that was going from lighter, oh, slow your roll, Lisa. Let me come from this way. Oh no, it got real thick here at the bottom. So I gotta go slow. Oops, wrong order. I went from light to dark, and with acrylic, if you really are letting it dry, then you're gonna be able to go either way. So, oh, slow down. It's like when it pulls off your tape or your paint on your wall when you're removing your painter's tape. Okay, a little bit of an issue there. Let's go from, what happened here? Let's pull this up. What is going on right here? I'm gonna pull it all off just so you guys can see. No, don't tear. You guys. It did so well, and then that last layer is being difficult. I should have taken more stick off the bottom. I mean, the bottom layer, that's a lot of, that's pretty thick line, in case you're wondering. Don't pull. All right, that's okay. Lessons to learn. That's why we practice these. All right. Ta-da! I find that so cool. Okay, I also think it would be super fun if you had done like an unexpected color on the bottom, like a bright teal on the bottom, and then it would just like pop through all of a sudden if it really layered. You'd have to be careful. I think muddiness would certainly come in, so you'd want to be careful, but I like it. What a fun page to work on. And I like that I feel like there's some depth, if that makes sense. So because of the different colors of the lines, they're not all white or all yellow. It feels like these lines are farther back and then and it's coming up. Yes, love this. Okay. Y'all let me know if you try this week. I could totally wish after these take 10s I could just live in my craft room for a little bit and practice some more. But alas, I have to go and do virtual school with my kiddos. So I definitely linked the Handmade Modern. You guys know I love this and use it all of the time. So it's linked at Target, and below that is not an affiliate link. It's just Target. So there you go. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have an awesome week. As always, keep it creative. Bye, guys.